Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. A lot of people who have already been following my blog, One Girl, One Journey, One Life, will already know about my story and what the blog is about. But seeing as this is my first vlog, I thought I'd give you an introduction about me, what my story's been so far and what to expect from my vlog. So basically, I'm Joanne. I'm 29 years old. I'm married with 3 kids. But life wasn't always easy for me. From being a young age, I can remember my dad living with us and life was good. We used to do a lot, and obviously when you're young you don't really notice strains on a marriage or what people are like. You know, your parents are your parents and they love you. But when my dad left, that changed. No, my dad never stopped loving me, and I don't ever blame my dad for anything. But my mum changed. I didn't know at the time that my mum was nasty to my dad. And there was always something there. But now I look back, I can see it. But when my dad left, my mum became an alcoholic. And it wasn't easy. You know, I was 8 years old when she started drinking heavy, and my brother Aaron, he done everything for me and my younger brother. And then my mum ended up meeting a woman and being a lesbian, which I've got no problem with. But they were drinking heavy every day, and they weren't sure what my mum wasn't feeding with. We would get up in the morning and go to school with nothing on my tummy, and then the school meal would be the only meal we'd have unless we were going to my dad's or my nana and granddad's. Then things got even worse. She started leaving me overnight. We were young. My brother was only 5 years older than me, and he was doing schoolwork, but he'd have to pick us up from school, try and find us something to eat. We even started working and washing people's cars just to get some money and buy some food. My dad didn't know how bad it had got until later on, which I'll get to. But then my mum should start arguing with her partner and coming back and taking that out on us. Me and my big brother managed to shield me little brother from a lot, but me and my brother Aaron took some pretty nasty beatings. Obviously it was never our fault why she was arguing with her partner, but she took that out on us, which was hard. And me and Aaron got bullied because everybody called me Mum Crazy Carol, and everybody knew that there was something going on, and she was just a joke for how she behaved with her. And it went on for years and years and years, and nobody helped. Nobody. My nana and granda noticed that she was going out a lot, and they would have her and feed her. And it wasn't until because she was getting arrested every night, really bad. And I was about 11, 10, I might have been 10 or 11. And we were along the road from my granddad's, and there was a fight, and I got fed up. I got fed up of seeing my mum being drunk and fighting every single night. If she wasn't fighting with her partner, she was fighting with me and my brother. And I just went, I'm ringing my dad. I've had enough. And that was when social services got involved and tried to help her but failed. My dad tried his absolute damnedest to help her. We always had meetings, but every time she'd be sober the next day, and they'd let her go back. Social services, they would never let her go and live with my dad. We begged. But that's when my dad found out how bad things were getting, and he started working with me nana and granda to try and do something better for her. By then, my mum had decided to move her partner in, and they had a party when I'd just finished primary school and I was starting high school. And they had a party in the summer holidays, and my mum's partner's son raped me when I was 11. Obviously, being a young girl, that messed me up big time. And I didn't feel like I could talk to my mum, and I didn't know how to broach the subject with my dad. And I certainly couldn't tell my nana and granda because that would have killed them. So I dealt with it on my own, and I ended up turning to alcohol and self-harm. I don't recommend it at all, but at the time I had nowhere else to turn, and I ended up being an alcoholic from the age of 11. And then I got onto drugs. Life was still fucking shit. I'm not gonna lie, pardon me French for swearing there, but it was. And eventually, one night that really stays in my memory is my brother had found a job and he was providing for her along with me dad. Aaron was paying the bills and buying with food. And he got a big payment this time, and he bought himself a computer so that he could do his coursework faster, so that he could look after us better. And he was paying the bills, and my mum and our girlfriend come home one night and said, it's time to turn off. And he went, no, I'll be 5 minutes. I'm just finishing this. And my mum's girlfriend, being an arse, made me mum turn it off at the fuse, which made Aaron lose everything. He'd worked so hard, and he went, how dare you? Do you know what I mean? He was paying the bills, how dare you? Who do you think you are? That ended up with a fight between my mum and her girlfriend, and she left. My mum then battered my brother, and she would have killed him if he didn't manage to get my attention. I was upstairs. He was 15, and I had to drag my mum off him. She was strangling him. It wasn't nice. She kicked him out that night, and Aaron never went back. And he felt bad for leaving me, but he had no choice. After that, it got worse for me, because then I took all the beatings. But I turned around. I learned how to fight and defend myself, and I was sick to death of having these beatings. So I started fighting back. I don't recommend it, but at least I stopped her from doing it worse. My little brother was shielded a lot. I didn't allow her to hit him, never. It wasn't happening on my watch. So then life went on, and eventually I'd been kicked out, because she liked to do that, kicking us out on the streets. I think I was 13 or 14. But my little brother was 9, and I'm 4 years older, so yeah, I'd have been about 14. And then I got a phone call 11:30 at night. She'd kicked him out, and I went and got him, because I was staying at someone's flat, basically squatting in somebody's flat. And I went and picked him up, put him in the car, went and packed his bags, and I gave me mum a hiding, and I said, that's it. I won't allow you to do this to me brother. No. And she went missing for a week. She did. Nobody knew where she was. Nobody knew if she was alive. And my little brother, he was just staying at my big brother's, my nana's, my granddad's, and at my dad's as well. And we were just sleeping on couches, finding somewhere to stay. And eventually my mum was found. She'd been trying to dig my nana's grave up, which obviously isn't nice. And then our family took her to go and get her off the drink, and they put her on tablets, and wouldn't let me see her for a while, because I'd apparently left her in some state, but they weren't asked about the states that she'd left us in. So eventually she let me back home, and we tried to build a relationship, but by then I was drinking heavily. So I was the boss, and I took advantage of that. Who wouldn't? I was self-destructing because of what was happening. I didn't know who to blame. My mum, or who had been abusing us for a long time, and who had brought this person into my house, and she didn't see the pain that was causing me, and how messed up it made us. I can't imagine my kids going through that, I would notice it straight away, and I can't. It scares me that I know that people are out there that evil, and that can hurt you in the most unimaginable ways. So that messed me up. Not one my dad didn't know how bad things had got for me. He knew what was going on with my mum, but he didn't know what else had happened. School knew there was something wrong. And I had one person, my mentor, and she was absolutely lovely. And to this day, if I didn't have her, things could have been worse. They tried, every time I tried to kill myself, they were like, every time I took an overdose, it was them that sat by my hospital bed. And I appreciated that massively. When I left school, obviously they couldn't help us no more. But I'd not long left school when my granda died, and that broke us even more. I'd got into a volatile relationship with somebody way, way older than us, and I probably shouldn't have. And that messed us up even more. But that person helped me come forward to the police. When I was 17, I'd told the police what had happened, and the arrested him, but he denied everything. And by then I'd left it too long, which messed us up even more. I was on the drink even more. Not long after that, I'd fell out of a window and broke my spine. That messed us up even more. I continued to drink and try and kill myself because I didn't see any way out at all until I fell pregnant. I fell pregnant at 18, and that immediately stopped me from drinking. I stopped smoking, I stopped taking drugs, and I'd done everything by the book. I was in another volatile relationship. He wasn't a nice person, but I had my daughter, and I'd done everything I could to protect my daughter from my mum because I'd found out that she was back on the drink. I done it. I managed to do everything by myself. I had the support of my big brother who he was suffering from cancer. He got it when he was 19 and had surgery, removed it, and then it come back. And he was battling with cancer, but spending time with me and my daughter. Then I fell pregnant very fast. Like there's 10 months to the day between my daughter and my son. And my brother, he knew. I told him that I was pregnant, and I was 19. I didn't think I could handle it. I thought, I can't do this. I'm not cut out to be a single mum of 2 kids. I don't know how to do it. I'm not strong enough. And my brother promised us that he'd be there. Unfortunately, he couldn't keep that promise, but that's not his fault. When I think I was about 5 months pregnant, October. I was pregnant. I had my son in March 2010, but in October 2009, my brother lost his life. He lost his fight to cancer. He'd fought hard. It wasn't a nice time. I can't lie. Still hard to talk about. I'm currently having bereavement. I've just finished a bereavement workshop. I go to bereavement counselling because I've never grieved for him. But he died in my arms, and I had to tell him that it was okay to die, and it wasn't. The only thing that got us through was my kids, and I didn't turn to drink, and I could have. That could have been like my down. I could have ruined everything, but I didn't. I ended up having my son 6 weeks premature, and he was extremely poorly. What my brother didn't know, because he was too poorly to know, was that my son was a twin, and I miscarried his twin. And then obviously my son nearly lost his life. He was fighting for his life. His food pipe and his windpipe were connected to the wrong things. So when he was swallowing, it went to his lungs, and when he was breathing, it went to his stomach. So he had to have surgery to keep him alive. And he fought hard. In the end, he had to have a tracheostomy put in. And I become trained to do everything for him. And he come home from hospital, and then my daughter started having seizures. So now my daughter's 10 now. She has epilepsy, autism, and global developmental delay, along with a long string of other things. My son no longer has a tracheostomy in, but he's deaf and he has learning difficulties and he has swallowing difficulties, so he chokes on pretty much everything. And then I've got a diva of a 6-year-old daughter who, as luck would have it, only has asthma, which we keep well managed. But I got with my husband when my son was 5 months old, and he's been my strength. He's been my rock. And I've had 2 relapses with alcohol in the time of having my daughter. In 10 years, 2 relapses. And I am now sober completely. I have had counselling for sexual abuse. I've come to terms with it. I still don't like it, and I still have anxiety over any men. I just can't cope with it. But I'm no longer a victim, and I don't want any of my viewers or followers to think of us as a victim, because I don't feel it. I feel like I'm a survivor. It took me until last year to admit that I haven't grieved my brother, and it was time to. So over the past year, I've been going to bereavement support groups, and they're like my second family. I am now grieving my brother. I'm getting there. It's hard, but I'm getting there. But this blog is about my daily struggles, how I cope with things. I found when I was doing my blog, I found it hard to get my words out. Well, like they were stuck. I couldn't type them. I didn't want to see them written in words. It makes it harder for me, I feel, if that makes any sense. But talking about it has helped. So I thought by doing by vlogging this, I can get my feelings out there, and maybe I can help somebody who has been abused come forward, or just offer some kind of support and show them that you will get there. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and if I can do it, then so can you. So this is me. That was a lowdown. You may learn more in detail as the time goes on, but I've got to feel like I'm ready to talk about stuff. There's a lot more that went on than people know, and it's hard to admit that went on. But every day I fight with chronic pain due to breaking my spine, which is horrendous. Obviously, I've got my kids' illnesses to tackle. I've got my anxiety. I'm depressed. I've got post-traumatic stress disorder. And it's like everything in life is against me, but I'm determined to fight back. Hence, speaking out. And if I can be the voice for survivors, then I will. If I can help you in any way, I will. I just want everybody to know that I'm here and I won't give up. So thanks for watching. If you would like to follow my journey and laugh and cry with us, if you like, then please do hit the like button and hit subscribe. I will put the link in the comments for me blog if you'd like to read up on me past entries. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.